if you're running a business, but you are noticing that you're close to a burnout, maybe you're kind of like getting out of a burnout, or you're right in between and in the thick of it, and you don't want to live like that anymore. You want to overcome it. You want to go back to your business and get back to your old life and just get on with it. Then this video is right for you. I want to share a couple of insights. I'm a psychologist. I work with entrepreneurs, and I talked also with a couple of people that are especially like right in the thick of a burnout, and we also overcame that together. And I just want to share a couple of experiences that I have, and also thoughts that I had before I worked with all those people, what I think is helpful, and what I noticed afterwards, what is much more helpful. And you can waste so much time and energy if you just go in the wrong direction. So I just want to share some big picture, quick advice. Stick with me. I think it's very powerful. Yeah. And the first one is the following. And the people who reached out to me in this state, they always, until this point, came to me and said, Marco, fix me. Like, I want to get back to this level, back to this business, and I just want to wrap it up and just continue and just sell it at some point. But I just want to go back and perform in my old life as I used to. And in the beginning, I was like, yeah, okay, that's what the client wants, so let's do it. It's his needs, the client is the king, like he decides. And though over time I noticed that's not how it works. Because you need to understand that you having a burnout makes absolutely sense. I'm coming more from the systemic therapy direction, systemic coaching, systemic psychology, where this idea is that the way you feel right now makes 100% sense. You're even a healthy human being. I would actually worry about you if you would still smile at this point. It makes sense, the amount of work you had, the type of work, because maybe you haven't even liked it, or the type of colleagues or business partners you had, the type of support you had back home. With this environment, everybody would get to a burnout sooner or later. And it's actually great that your mind and your body tells you, I don't want to do it like that anymore. I need to withdraw. I cannot work anymore like that. So that's great. And if I am now supposed to just fix you and put you in the exact same environment, it's probably not going to work. So at this point, if people come to me and say, I'm having a burnout, I just want to go back to my same life and just perform, I'm not taking on this mission anymore. Or at least I'm very, very careful. Because the question is, what caused this burnout and what needs to be changed? Because maybe this is right now a point where we just need to reflect on your general life and what's the course of your future life. Maybe we need to change a couple of directions. That's my first point on that. And as a hint here, to really use your own emotions as a compass to guide yourself out of this burnout. Yeah. Otherwise, generally I would like to talk more about the tangible advice, what this means for you, which is, what is the environment that caused this burnout? Maybe it's the type of work. Maybe it's the type of business. Are you enjoying what you're doing? Do you think it's meaningful what you're doing? And also, it's not about what you do, but how you do this. Like, are you sitting in front of your laptop all day long alone and you want to connect more with people? Or are you shooting videos all day long? I don't know. And you're like, hey, actually, I don't enjoy this. I want to more talk with people one-on-one, or more in a group setting. Or I more want to do the financial stuff. Or I used to be the CEO, and this also, my ego really liked it. Like, it's great to be the CEO, but I also noticed, I think I'm more of the CTO. I'm not, my business partner should be the CEO. And maybe this looks like a step backwards at first. And you're saying, this is like, taking a step back. This is not me growing and fulfilling my full potential. But this might be actually the biggest step you took the last years in your personal growth. That you're saying, I'm more of this type of person, and this resonates with me much more, and I'm more in my ideal medium. Yeah. Also, what about your rest breaks? Are you taking enough breaks throughout the day, at the end of the day, during the weekend? Probably there are also a couple of limiting beliefs. there are massive limiting beliefs of what makes you more productive. You think like working more means you get more done, but there's enough studies being done that has shown that if you take rest breaks in a certain way, at a certain time, in a certain manner, you are more productive. So that's also something that you could take a little closer look into. Your general belief system. I mean, having a burnout means that you were grinding for a while, and I'm wondering, why are you grinding? You know, life is like a maze. And if you think you're the mouse who's running around the maze and catching all the cheese, you're not the smartest rat. You're the fattest rat. It's not about finding all the cheese. It's about finding your way out of the maze. That's what this is about. And I feel like you were the one who was just catching the cheese, thinking that you're acing it, but you're just actually caught up in the maze eating cheese. So that's also eventually, maybe not for you, but eventually, an interesting idea to dig deeper in there. Also, why is this like that? How your parents maybe played a role with in your childhood generally, that you feel this urge to hustle hard. What do you feel like this is giving you on the long run? Is this maybe a strategy to simply feel like you're good enough and you're loved and you made it? But actually, the strategy will never reach you to this level. You're just gonna reach a burnout and that's it. Yeah, those are a lot of questions. Also in those coaching sessions, we just need to go a little bit back and forth, understand you as a person, and then figure out what is the trigger point, where is the core, and where is the biggest leverage to change that. If you want to figure this out, schedule a call with me. There is a link below the video. We will have a first short call, just understanding whether we're generally a good fit, just having a personal call with me. And then we have a second call, a full hour coaching session, a strategy call where we come up with a custom strategy for you. Because this video is just a big picture. And in the strategy call, this is when we get very detailed, and this is where you get the most results. And then of course at the end we can decide whether we want to work on that together or not, but there's no pressure. This is a free call and this will be already valuable. And yeah, again, sign up for it, and I'm looking forward to talking to you soon.